Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Let's go ahead and talk about a lot of stuff. Let's talk about kind of a schedule that I think I'm gonna have to start to change to. Okay, so essentially the last couple of days I haven't really been able to make videos. I've had too much work, have had to take care of my kids and stuff. So we're gonna try something different. This is what I'm gonna try to attempt this next couple of weeks here. I think I want to change it up just until Miles is old enough to kind of start to take care of himself just a little bit. Like not just so much of a newborn, right, where we have to carry him everywhere and kind of feed him himself and stuff like that. This is what I think I'm going to start doing. Saturdays and Sundays, I don't think I'm going to make videos like at all because it starts earlier in the morning, right? Most games, and that, you know, I talked about it last year, same thing this year. The first NBA game is at like 4 and then, or like 2 o'clock, and then the last game's at like 9. And it's just too big of a gap. And like a lot of the times the 9 o'clock game lines aren't even out the same time the 2 o'clock games lines are out. So I just don't like to do it that way. I don't think I'm going to do videos anymore Saturdays and Sundays. I think that's just going to be a no video kind of day. So that way, Saturdays and Sundays, I can just take and dedicate those to just helping take care of my family. So I think Saturdays and Sundays, I'm not going to make videos. Tuesdays are going to be very difficult days to make videos. We've lost a guy at the sports book, lost a writer. So I work 10-hour shifts and go in early on Tuesdays. So I don't think it's realistic at all for me to make videos on Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm off. So like for example this week I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week I'm gonna pump out videos, pump out some TikTok stuff, get popping again on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Gonna update my TikTok or my Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter for a while, so I'm gonna update my Twitter. So look for the new kind of ways, or expect videos Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Expect videos on those days. Just with the way it works going right now, like I said, we lost a writer, so I've been working a lot more hours because we've had to fill in for his hours. That's just kind of how it's going to look to be for right now. It's going to be a longer intro, sorry about that, but just kind of want to let you guys know what's going down. So expect that for a couple of weeks until either this writer comes back and we can kind of get back to normal hours, or until Miles starts to get a little bit older, so he can kind of take care of himself a little bit more. So with that being said, that's kind of how it's going to go. So expect it in the future, for the foreseeable future, to be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Expect videos for sure those days, unless something drastically changes. So let's go ahead and recap, because we're on a little bit of a heater right now. If you guys have at least followed me on Instagram, I have been posting my slips on Instagram. I posted yesterday. Yesterday's slip did not post on Instagram. I failed to post, I guess, and that really frustrates me. But with that being said, we are on a 7-0 run right now. We are kind of on a little bit of a heater. We have dug ourselves out of a hole. We a couple of days ago, we were 10-17 in the month of December. We were down 9 units. We have now climbed all the way out of that hole back to a 17-17 record, up 3 units now, because we connected on a slip last night. Again, it didn't post on Instagram. So let's go ahead and recap the last couple of days, because I haven't made a video to recap the last couple of slips. So going all the way back to December 16th, we did have just a 2 slip. Again, I don't count 2 picks as a sweep, but it's just a winning day. 2 slips with Shay and Jamal. I think we did recap that one in our car video, but I just thought I'd just briefly recap that one. So that one we did connect on. Then we connected on that 3 slip that I did make a video for this in my car. The lock of the day was Trey Jones, over 20.5 points and assist. Super clutch. He clutched up big. He came out red hot. He got 9 in the first quarter, and then really kind of slowed down in the middle part of that game. And the Spurs were blowing out the Rockets, so I did not think Trey Jones was going to hit this. Then he got a late steal, went to take a shot. Shot got blocked off the backboard. Then he got another steal, passed it up, decided not to shoot it. Got the assist, then got an assist late. So he ended up hitting by 1 there. He got 21 points and assists. A bunch of people messaged me. I guess they bumped his line by the end of the day. And a lot of people got his line at 21.5, so they didn't get the sweep. So I hate it when they do that. That's why I tried to post my slips later in the day, so that movement doesn't happen like that. But I was able to connect on Trey Jones. I know some people weren't. And then Mike Conley, under 18.5 points and assists. He ended up going, thanks to the fact that they were getting blown out, or else he would have probably crushed his line, the over. They were getting blown out, so he went under 18.5. He had 6 going in the half, and then he recorded 12 PRA in the second half. So he kind of turned it up in the second half. Almost costed us there on the slip. And then Sabonis, the sole reason, it was because it was against the Charlotte Hornets. He ended up having 9 rebounds in the first quarter versus the Hornets. Ended up finishing with like 20 as well, like Jokic did the other day. No sweat there on Domantas Sabonis. So we ended up connecting on that 3 slip. Then last night, this was the slip that I posted on Instagram, but it failed to post. It was the lock of the day was Jalen Duran over 10.5 rebounds, and then we ended up going with an NHL play. We ended up going with Vasilevsky over 27.5 saves. He had this basically after 2 periods. He had 27 saves after 2 periods. So Vasilevsky connected for us there yesterday on an NHL play. Now, I know this is a super long-winded intro, but I want to get everything knocked out of the way. So today we got 2 NBA plays and an NHL play to make a perfect 3-slip for today. We've climbed all the way out of the hole, out of the negative units. We are now plus units, and climbed out of a 7-0 record, a second 7-0 stretch we're on right now. So let's make it 10-0 today. 2 NBA plays and an NHL play. So let's get into it. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, in the link down in the description below, I have a link that takes you straight to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy, because you're going to want to hop in on the action this year. They have added a whole bunch of new features to Underdog Fantasy this year, starting with the brand new insurance feature, okay? This insurance feature is a new thing that has been super requested for the fans and the customers of Underdog Fantasy. Essentially, all you do is you click insurance right here. And if you can see right there, all you have to do is hit 4 of these picks to win, but the value does drop down. So if you turn off the insurance, you do a $10 bet, you obviously get $200. And if you turn on the insurance feature, it drops down a multiplier down to 10. But if you miss one of these picks, say, Jameis Winston gets hurt or something, he doesn't end up throwing 2 touchdown passes. But everybody else hits, like Lamar, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and Justin Jefferson. All these guys hit. You still hit the slip. You just get it for $100. Just goes down a multiplier, which is a huge feature a lot of people have been asking for, so they received it. Also, they have added second half lines now to games. Obviously, it is on. There is nothing up because there's no NFL second half games, but they have added NFL second half. So just like for the Thursday night game, I'll throw up that clip right here. Thursday night, they dropped all the second half lines for that Thursday night game between the Bills and the Rams. They've added a bunch of new features this year. They're trying to improve to get the app better for you guys. Also, when you sign up, if you use code TAKEMYSHOT, you'll get $100 match, up to $100 match and 100% deposit match on your first time deposit. So if you do that, you can deposit $50 to get an extra $50, $20 to get an extra $20. Whole lot of stuff coming with Underdog Fantasy this year. Make sure you sign up with code TAKEMYSHOT. Now let's get to today's bets. All right, today's lock of the day featuring the little man, MC. Today's lock of the day will be DeMar DeRozan, over 31.5 points and assists today. We're going to take the points and assists today as DeMar takes on the Atlanta Hawks today. This game sits at a 6.5 point spread, right where I like to have it as far as getting a little bit too far out of blowout range. I don't think this game will be a blowout. I think this game will be much closer than it's anticipated to be, at least close enough to keep DeMar in the game. Now, earlier this season, this game went to overtime. It was that crazy game winner that AJ Griffin had over with like 0.5 seconds left, like that after DeMar hit the game-winning free throws that were supposed to be the game-winning free throws. In that contest, DeMar had 34 and 8. The reason I'm going to lean towards the points and assists, DeMar has been getting blitzed and double-teamed like crazy this season, especially versus the Atlanta Hawks. They tried to blitz him, double-team him, and stuff like that. So it led to a lot of assists for DeMar DeRozan. So that's why we're going to lead towards the points and assists. Obviously, the points for DeMar is always a hot line for DeMar DeRozan. And 4 contests versus the Hawks last year, all the games stayed close enough to keep DeMar in the game for at least 36 minutes, was the least amount of time he stayed in the game last year. He recorded 45, 28, 40, and 30. So the 2 games that he did miss were games where he was super close to hitting his lines, very close to hitting his lines. A bucket in one of the games and just 6 points or assist shy in the other one. So it's not like he was missing it by a lot. He's very close in those games. Averaged 37 minutes per game in those 4 games a year ago. In those 4 games, he also averaged 20 shots on 12 makes. So very efficient shooting from the field. Obviously, as DeMar DeRozan is very efficient for doing that. And he's been finding his teammates in the contest that he's been playing versus the Atlanta Hawks. So I'm going to lean towards points and assists over 31.5 today for the lock of the day for DeMar DeRozan. I like this game a lot because I think this game is going to be a lot closer than anticipated. Last game the Bulls covered, it was 3.5 point spread, and they covered it last time, and this time it's now up to a 6.5 point spread. I think that spread's just a little bit too big. Also one of the highest totals of the day today at 236.5. That's another big reason why I lean toward this. So give me DeMar DeRozan today over 31.5 points and assists. Okay, change of plans here just a little bit. The guy that I was looking to play for our second NBA play has now become questionable. So gonna have to just pull the rainbacks a little bit on that one. I don't want to play a guy that has a chance at not playing because I don't want to push on my slip. So our second play will have to be on hold just for a little bit here, but we will do our NHL play. Our NHL play will be coming from the Detroit-Tampa Bay game. We're going to take Ville Husso, the Detroit Red Wings goalie today, over 27.5 saves. Today he will be taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are one of the most aggressive offensive teams in the NHL. In that last matchup he had between the Red Wings and the Lightning, in that game he had 44 saves versus the Lightning. Really, when it comes down to it, the Lightning are just a super aggressive, shooting team when it comes down to it. Ville Husso in that last matchup obviously stopped 44 shots in that game. But if you're looking at the recent history between goalies against this Lightning's team, it sits at 36 saves, which was last night with Vasilevsky, 22 saves, 25 saves, 35 saves, and 28 saves. So the last 3 goalies that have played this Lightning team have been able to hit this over 27.5 saves line. And when you're looking at it, Ville Husso, anytime he takes on a super aggressive shot-taking team, whether that's the Capitals, in a game against the Capitals, he had 42 saves. A game against the Dallas Stars, he had 33 saves, 44 against that Tampa Bay Lightning squad. When he took on teams like, let's see here, let's scroll down through a little bit more. The New York Rangers, an aggressive team offensively, 33 saves. The Capitals, again, 34 saves. The Los Angeles Kings, 36 saves. So when he's taking on teams that are super aggressive offensively, he is able to sit in that goal and block a lot of those shots. So we're going to take Ville Husso today over 27.5 saves as our second play of the day today. Okay, so let me put it out there. The 2 plays I really was looking at for the NBA side of things for our last play of the day. Markelle Fultz over on his points and assists versus Houston Rockets, one of the closer games of the night on the spread, was a play that I was looking at was that Markelle Fultz line. And then I was also looking at the second game of the night that is only a 1.5 point spread, and that Raptors and Knicks game was looking to play Pascal Siakam possibly his PRA. That game only sits at a 217 total. It kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know why. That total is so low in that game. So those are 2 plays, though, that Siakam over his PRA and Markelle Fultz over his points are 2 plays that I'm really looking at playing. Just kind of gave me a little bit more time to kind of think about that one, ponder those a little bit. But the other 2 plays for sure are the locks. So DeMar DeRozan over 31.5 points and assists will be the lock of the day. And heading over to the NHL, Ville Husso over 27.5 saves versus the Lightning will be for sure our 2 plays for today. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Follow me on Instagram. I'll throw it up right here if you guys aren't already following me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I will for sure get something posted by the end of the day of what I really like to play. If I'm not really loving a 3rd play by the end of the day, I'm probably just going to stick with 2. I know there's a lot of games today, but the last couple of days, I haven't been forcing picks, and I've only been playing plays that I really like, and it's been working for me. So I'm going to rock with it. If I only like 2, I'm only going to rock with 2. But that being said, guys, thank you guys for sticking with me, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.